is a video for Professor Williamson. Just wanted to show you where I'm at. I'm pretty sure it's one of your favorite places. Hey, do you take card? Oh, okay. Atmosphere. We got lucky with the weather. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an underrated place in New York. It looks nice. I'm always a fan of buildings that don't look so modern. I don't know how much is the admission, but I hope they take card because I don't have cash on me. Believe it or not, I was actually pickpocketed last night. Alright, so we are in the museum. I do not know where to start. Actually, no, we're not. But look at this. We just went over class. Went over this. It's probably not a good thing that I am not remembering who this is. But I do remember we went over this in class. This is Pharaoh? Let's see if a label could save me here. It's it's a Pharaoh. Colossal statue of Pharaoh. And our professor was indeed right. They do care about the little details. Looks so masculine, yet it looks like the details are perfected. That's a paraphrasing of what the professor said. Look at this. You'd think you'd only find this in Egypt, but nope. New York City. The Egyptian Middle King Dynasty. I wonder if my professor will be here by accident. Maybe that's where she likes to hang out in her free time. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, let's stay in the line. I just noticed that I was standing in the wrong line because this line is for China, India, Japan, Korea, East Asia, and South Asia. And we're here for Egypt. Egypt is where it's at. I wish I had a companion into this trip. I could throw some facts at them and some of the things I learned in class. Things like the professor predicts that in 20 years or so, it wouldn't be surprising to see that the ancient Egyptian arts is all gone because of the current administration not really they don't care about reserving some of the most beautiful things we have left in earth, and instead the city of Cairo is creeping onto the pyramids, which is one of the many reasons that the professor recommends that we go and check it out before it's all gone. I do remember that also one of the things that the professor mentioned was that there was a lot of history underneath modern Cairo, but unfortunately that's something we can't explore because there's an urban civilization on top of it. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, so we are in, and here's my ticket. And so does the adventure begins. Another pharaoh. Just kidding. I'm smart enough to know this isn't a pharaoh. But I'm not smart enough to know what that is. And my face is not in this video. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't qualify. So here I am. And here's the ticket. I am admitted. Egyptian stuff. More Egyptian stuff. Looks like he has the hat of the north, which is technically the south, as the professor explained it in class. Actually, no, this is neither. I just realized both of them had interesting hats, but neither of them was that. I remember one of them again, also in the professor's words, one of them looked like a comfortable chair, but that's not so comfortable because it had something coming out of it. And then the other one looked like a, I don't remember what the professor said about that one, but I remember what it looked like, and it's neither. I think this guy looks like the guy that was tortured, or that was gonna get his head smashed in that picture we saw in class. I should have came here a lot later in class. I would be able to understand what all of this means. I'd probably be even able to read Egyptian. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, just kidding. I bet you that takes like years. We also went over this in class. This tells you how inclusive our course is. I pretty much saw all the stuff. Maybe if I paid a little more attention, I would actually know what this means. I do remember that these beards are fake. It kind of takes away from my respect to them, because I myself am trying to grow a beard, but I'm doing it the real way. I'm not gonna put a fake beard on me. These guys do. Sakara, we went over that in class. It's derived from modern Arabic, if memory serves, and I am an Arabic speaker. I do speak Arabic, and I think Sakara, the way it's pronounced in Arabic, is Sahara, but I'm not actually from Egypt, so I don't know if that's an actual town or area in Egypt. I'm more of a visual person, so this speaks to me more. It tells me that this is some kind of authority person with his wife commanding something. They're basically good engineers, and they have a lot of backups, and this thing would be underneath the ground, and there would be some kind of tunnel, if you will, that you can go through to go down, and there's a statue upstairs where the spirit would live, and there's like a window, and I always wondered like what... Oh, I'm sorry. The hut that I was telling you about from the south, I think it's this one. I remember the south in Egypt, in actuality was north because of the Nile.
is rated X. That means you're extra, extraordinary.
So right now it is a little later in the day, and I am taking the opportunity to go and check out a restaurant that was recommended to me by my professor. And it is a Greek restaurant. It is, I can't remember what the professor recommended that I order, if at all. But I'm heading to it right now. I don't know if this looks anything familiar, but the Vasilica, a Greek restaurant, is right around the corner over there in that block. Something for food, something for drinks, or dessert.
Okay, so for food, pierogies, which is dumplings,
Okay.
boiled. Potato, cheese, farmer's cheese, meat, sauerkraut, mushroom. For the dessert, when we have kutia, which is like Ukrainian pudding.
Okay.
The rest is like American. And for soups, borscht is like the most traditional Ukrainian soup. It's like, you see the picture, the red one?
I don't like soups, but do you have anything for beverages?
It's all American, like.
Oh, it's just like soda.
Lemonade.
It's the one with the rice inside it?
No. It's sweet stuff.
Okay.
Also, we have Veselka Instagram with all the fancy pictures of this
that would be
place.
nice.
So that's blintz. There's like farmer's cheese inside.
Okay,
you know
so it's
what
like
I'm
crepes, right?
saying? Yeah. This is potato pancake.
Okay.
Also Ukrainian style, but not only. And this is like dumplings.
This is the dumplings, okay.
Yeah. Это его? It's Veselka Vaisi.
Okay.
Yeah, so